Dominion.
Dominion.
One more time. Holler that out. Taking dominion.
Taking dominion.
Oh, come on. Act like you want to tell the people across the street. Come on now.
Taking dominion.
There you go. I can almost hear you. One more time.
Taking dominion.
Outstanding. Give yourselves a great big praise.
Taking
Dominion. Mind games. Go to Genesis 1 verse number 26. We're dealing with taking dominion, and we're still on mind games. Somebody shout, the devil is a trip.
The devil is a trip.
And he'll take you on one
He'll take you on one.
if you let him.
If you let him.
Now say, I ain't going.
I ain't going. Come on now.
Nudge the person next to you, say, you going, I ain't going.
You going, I ain't going.
I'm going on the trip. Cancel that out. I don't know, he'll make the trip. Oh, he'll make the trip. How many don't know at a drop of a dime?
Yeah.
I mean, drop of a hat, you're doing fine. Laughing, talking, hee, ha, ha, having a good time. All of a sudden, you get a phone call, and all of a sudden, there you go. You walking down the hallway having a great time, and somebody say something to you, and there you go, just set you off. You're having a great time, just paid all the bill you thought. You got an unexpected bill in the mail. There you go. You was just fine. You was just hee, ha, ha. Everything was great. Mind game. The devil will take you on a trip, and the trip he gonna take you on is gonna be very expensive. If you don't catch him ahead of time. It's gonna cost you your life. Not just in money, not just in things, but the trip he's trying to take you on is going to cost you your life if you don't catch it ahead of time and deal with it. Somebody shout, deal with it.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how when you go on a trip, you really don't want to deal with yourself? You know you're tripping. How many know when you're tripping? Oh, come on now. How many know you just flat set tripping? You know you tripping. You mad. You upset. Everybody else cool right now, but you still mad. No matter what nobody say, I'm mad. Nothing can calm me down right now. You ever been there? But you could be okay if you really wanted to, but you holding on to this madness. How many been mad and people tried to cheer you up and you still looked at them?
Amen,
No, you mad. You mad. And how many forgot what you was mad about? Trying to remember so you can stay mad. How many was with somebody you was mad at before, forgot you was mad at them, started laughing at their joke, and then come to your attention, I'm mad at you. And then you get the face back on. Mind game. Which means we have the authority, we have the charge to be mad or not be mad. That'd be the question. To be or not to be. It's up to you. It's up to me. It's up to y'all. It's up to us. Whether or not we're going to take dominion over our thought life. And over the trip that the enemy is trying to take you on. And then he'll merge that madness. He'll merge that thought life. He'll merge them mind games even into the house of God when it comes to your relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. And the next thing you know, you don't like the church no more. I don't like the folk in the church no more. I don't like what church represents no more. I'm uncomfortable. I don't really understand what's going on. I feel better at the club. At least I know folk crazy there. And I know how to handle crazy people. I get crazy myself. But since Jesus don't go along with crazy, the Holy Spirit don't allow too much crazy. You're on uncomfortable ground. Because I want to go crazy right now. I want to go 51-51 now. I want to slam some doors and tell you what I think about you and your mom. But Jesus won't allow it. So I'm on uncharted territory. Don't like it, it's uncomfortable. I'd rather flash. Mind game. Somebody shout mind game.
Mind game.
Holy Spirit is telling you the whole time, shh. And you telling him back, don't shush me. You told the Holy Spirit, don't shush me. I got a right to say something right now. Don't shush me, Jesus. I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. The piece I got left, I'm going to give him that. But don't shush me right now. I'll repent in a minute, but I got to take care of this. Anybody been there?
Yes.
Mind game. But when you get through saying what you got to say, you feel better for a minute. But then you feel sorry that you said it. Now you want to go apologize. Mind game. You let them have it. When right up one side, down the other. Told them what you think, what you was about to think, and what you thought before. Slam the door, go back to your back room, sit back and say, I shouldn't have said that. Mind game.
Amen.
But in that moment, the devil took you on an expensive trip that's going to carry with you the rest of your life, because you might have just ripped up something that God was trying to set you up for your future. Because since you could not handle your thought life and got taken on a trip,
Break it down.
it just messed up your future because you couldn't handle yourself. You did not know how to take dominion over your own self. And when we're talking about taking dominion, a lot of times people project that thought, just taking dominion over that and them and those and they. But you need to start with you. The Bible said to examine yourself to see whether you're in the faith or not. Did you leave Jesus, or are you still in him? That be the question. Do you still have a relationship with him? Do you still have an understanding of who he is and how he dwells in you? Do you still understand, do you love him or not? Do you love his ministries or not? That be the question. How can somebody else drive you to not like somebody else when they haven't done nothing to you?
Break it down.
I don't like them because they don't like them, and it's just a principle. Mind game. I need to understand that I have to take dominion, take charge, take the rulership of myself now. Y'all at 1 Genesis 1. I gave you enough time to get there. Genesis 1:26. You should be there by now. God said. So I said, God said.
God said.
And God said. Somebody saying God said.
And God said.
You know what is a trip about this whole thing? I'll probably be on this mind game thing for the whole year. So, is when God says something, folks still don't pay attention.
Amen.
They pay more attention to what everybody else says. You know, what such said, you know, I'm just trying to understand. They just lied to me or what? That's what they told me. And you took it to heart. And you know Johnny lies. So ain't no Johnnies in here. You know Brother Tree lie all the time. But Brother Tree will tell you something about somebody. What? You serious about that? And you know his rep. That's all he do is lie. But because you want to believe it, you take it to heart. And the other person Johnny Tree or Mr. Tree or Brother Tree told you about is trying to tell you, I didn't say that, though. Yeah, but why he say it then? Well, you know him like I know him. He always starting something. He always starting trouble. Yeah, but I don't believe he just come up and... But you know, you done set your sights. Mind games. You even know the person better than that. But you'll still take it to heart. and convince yourself to believe a straight lie. Let me just say, no, I ain't. Okay, well, you believe the devil.
Come on, Pastor.
He's a straight lie. He's the father of lies.
Yes.
He's lying from the beginning. He'll tell you don't need Jesus, and you know you do. He'll tell you don't need fellowship, and you know you do.
Amen.
He'll tell you don't need them people, and you know he do. You do. He'll tell you don't need to go to church, and you know you do. He'll tell you can stay home today, and you know he lying.
Now.
He'll tell you when you get it on the tape, it's just as good, and you know he lying. How many people will believe a straight liar? His whole modus operandum is a liar. And God said, I'll never leave you.
Thank you, Jesus.
I'll never forsake you. I'll be with you to the ends of the world. I will make sure that you're well taken care of. Even when you act a donkey, I still will make sure you're taken care of.
Thank you, Jesus.
But I won't believe him. He said you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. All you got to do is get in me, and you can do all things through me that strengthens you. All things are possible to them that believe. But yet, you don't believe that. God says you can change just like that. I don't believe that. Mind games. The enemy is after your mind. Sitting right up in the church. Here's my deliverance. Here's my breakthrough. Here's my new life. But I don't want it. Like if you have a choice to get it later. God said what he's about to say here. I'm just trying to get this in you because I got time to do this. I got all year. So I got time to deal with this. He said, let us, watch this, this is powerful right here. Let us make man in our image. So God is saying, I'm going to make a man in my own image. That right there sets the limits of who we are. Then he says, after my likeness, I likeness, and let them, the man that I'm going to create, let them have dominion. I want them to have dominion over the rest of my creation.
Yes, Lord.
It was never, ever intended for the people of God to walk around with your head down, your shoulders shrugged, and having low self-esteem about who you are.
Hallelujah.
He never intended for his creation, man, to walk around to give some other man dominion over him. God did never say man should have dominion over man. He said man should have dominion over the fish of the air, the sea, the flower of the air, the cattle, and over the earth, and over every creep.
Amen. That's what it says. That's the word. See now?
That late at night is creeping.
Amen. See there?
Over every creep that's creeping, I can have dominion over them. Now, if they come in the form of a man or a woman, and they creeping, I have dominion over you. If you're a flat creep, I need to have dominion over you. But everybody else is equal. But the creeps, now it's supposed to be creep, supposed to be animal-like. Now, there you go. So if you acting animal-like, like a wild beast in the field that cannot be tamed by God, you supposed to be having, someone should have dominion over you. That's why they're in jail. They put them in position to have some other man to have dominion over them because it was creeping late at night. So now man is over you. But it wasn't God's original thing. He didn't want no man to be over another man. He wanted us to work together as one.
Yes.
But when you hanging out with creeps, you put yourself in position for some other man to have dominion over you. They'll pull a gun on you. Jesus. Tell you to get down. Give me everything you got. The devil is a lie. Worked hard for what I got. You don't give me your money, I'm going to shoot you. Shoot me. You can have it because I'm going on to be with the glory. But I ain't just automatically giving you my stuff. I don't think so. You don't have dominion over me. Remember last week I told you the story at the end where the bully was walking around? Right. He had a list of everybody who did whoop. Homeboy came into school and said, I heard you got my name on your list. He said, yeah, I got your name. But he said, you can't whoop me. He said, okay, if I take your name off. Most of the time when you challenge a creep, he already know he don't have dominion over you. But he's messing with your mind. That's what happens through domestic violence.
Come on.
It's scare tactics. They beating up on you. They're scaring you. They're threatening you. They're making you think they're going to do something that they ain't never going to do.
Amen. Break it down, Pastor.
And the scarier you get, the more power you empower them with.
Amen.
First time they raise their hand on you, you ought to hit them in the throat hard. Then get up and pray for them in Jesus' name. Tell them, I'm sorry. I repent. But you need to know you'll never do that. Again. That's the way we're going to roll here. I know I don't supposed to render evil for evil. And vengeance is mine, said the Lord. I got a little out of hand. I apologize. You all right? You need some water. No, but the devil got you scared. He got you scared in your house. He got you scared on your job. He got you scared driving down the street. But if you ain't done nothing wrong, what you scared for? Your insurance paid on the car. When the Pope won't get behind you, why you scared? Why you start sweating? You ain't done nothing wrong.
Come on.
That's the spirit of the enemy. Of every creeping thing. And so God said he made man in his own image. Created him, male and female, created them. God blessed them. God blessed them. God blessed them. Empowered them to prosper. Yeah. God blessed them. After he created them, he said, bam, do your thing. Amen. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Yes. So why you ain't doing your thing? Amen. Why you got a lazy spirit? Where'd that come from? Well, where'd that come from? From the enemy. Yeah. Where does Cain's spirit come from? From the enemy. Where I don't understand spirit came from the enemy. The Bible said in order to get an understanding. So the first thing we got to be doing is get an understanding. We got to be taking a dominion and getting understanding on everything we need to get understanding over. We got to be taking dominion over our own thoughts and understanding everything we need to understand. Because he said, I'll give you everything that pertains to life and to godliness in this world. Whatever you need to live, whatever you need to live godly, I gave it to you when I died. None of the folk in the God, in the church, under the leadership of the Lord Jesus Christ should be walking around, tripping on a trip by the enemy. Amen. I'm going to leave you. Get out. Amen. See. Glory to God. So we ought to be teaching these kids, these teenagers. Amen. We running behind no boy. Amen. Running behind no girl. And what's the truth is, they running behind the ones that's creeps. You gonna run behind somebody worth running behind. At least they ought to have something. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You ought to say to them, you got to have something if you want to be with me. That's right. Comb your hair, pull up your pants, something. Bless God, because that only lasts a little while. You and bitch have to pull the pants up and button up the belt. You want a real job. You have to comb your hair if you want a real job. Mind game, I'm telling you, it just starts when you live.
Yes, he does.
It starts with, Sister Robinson was saying, when it starts when they're little, when you start telling them what they can't do. And you raise them up to be inferior. We grown now. Now some say, I'm grown now. I need to know. But you see, you'll go out there and you lose your job, you don't want to work. When you lose your job because you don't want to work when you get to work. But you want to still be paid to work. But you won't be paid not to work. You don't come to church and you want God to bless you. You made your own salvation. You came up with your own self-righteousness. Mind games. See, the first thing we got to do is take, is this all right?
Amen.
Y'all all right?
Amen.
Taking. I have to do something to get to dominion. It's not going to happen automatic. I have to deal with me.
Thank you, Jesus.
When I don't want to deal with me. I have to tell myself the truth about what's going on in my life when I really don't want to hear it myself. Anybody ever know something about yourself but don't want to tell yourself because you don't really want to hear it yourself?
Amen.
Don't ask me to say it.
Yes, Lord. That's right.
It only flows by the Holy Ghost.
Jesus.
But you know about you. You hearing rumors about yourself from yourself. But you won't talk about it.
Come on now. That's true. Come on.
Anybody heard some recent rumors about how you acting?
Come on.
And you shouldn't be acting that way? I don't want to hear it.
Come on.
But it's coming from you. The rumors is coming from you. You the one telling you. But I don't want to talk about it. I don't deal with it. Mind games.
Amen. Amen.
Mind games. Can I deal with the mind game?
Amen.
God blessed them. You blessed. I said you're blessed.
Yes.
Blessed means empowered to prosper. You are empowered by God himself. The one that created the heavens, the one that created the earth. You are empowered by him to prosper. Be fruitful, be multiplied, replenish the earth, the sea, over the fowl of the air, and subdue it. And then have dominion over it after you subdue it. So how many of you got to subdue your thoughts before you can take dominion over your thoughts? That's why the Bible says you got to bring every thought into captivity to the word. I have to first subdue my thoughts. Then take dominion over my thoughts. But as long as my thoughts are running wild, I can't take dominion over them if I don't subdue them first. Go to Genesis 11. 11, verse number 5. Oh, this is exciting. You know, the devil don't like this kind of stuff. Because what will happen is I'll sit here in the house of God and I'll analyze. Let me see. Okay, I like that part. I got it. That other part came from the same Bible. But you pick it and choose. Mind game. You taking the part that make you feel right. Okay, I'll accept that. This other part, you know, I'm going to pray on that. Why do you got to pray on something that's written in his word? I got to go, pray on that. I got to, call my counselors and, I got to call people. What you think about what he said? You hang up on them and they say, and then when they call back to the phone, disconnected. It did. Hang up. So we must have real bad connections. Maybe it's something that you're saying. Why the phone keep hanging up? Because you're trying to take me on the mind game. I just had a good time in the house of God. I just had a glory. Anybody had that last week? You got right out of church and got to the house. The devil started acting up before you even got to the house. He started tripping with your brains. You get to work and folks go wild. First thing you got to do when you get to work, folks act like they don't know what's going on. Just don't say nothing. You just go on and do what you do, and on the day you just look down and go like this and move on. You don't let them take you on the trip they on.
Amen.
They mad. You walk in, they mad. Everybody mad. So, what they got to do with me?
Right.
I'm not going on that trip. Not my storm.
Amen.
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 How many would tell the truth about it? That because somebody else mad, includes you in there. Now you mad. You wasn't even there when it happened. Now you mad because it happened to them. You don't even know what really happened to them because you wasn't there.
Right.
You don't even know if they're lying about the whole
Right.
thing, but you mad.
Amen.
But it really didn't happen that way when you find out later. Now you mad because you took on what they said made you mad. Now you mad at them. But on and on and on. That's why God said we have to take dominion. First place is our own personal thoughts.
Yes.
You at 11:05? And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men was building. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one. People, which means people can become one.
Yes.
So I said in the church, folks ought to mind the same thing.
Yes. Yes.
They ought to talk the same thing. Let no corrupt communication. We're going to talk about that down the road on this mind game thing that's taking a minute. Let no corrupt communication come out of your mouth. When you start talking about what God can't do and what I don't like in the church and this, that, let no corrupt communication come out of your mouth. That's going to really eventually destroy you. Because it's going to change your thought life. It's going to, how many dwell on something so long and you wasn't really mad at first? But as you meditated it, you got madder and madder. I mean, you got hotter and hotter, madder. And then don't talk to somebody else about it and they agree with you. And they fuel the fire. Now you're really mad. Right? And then you hang up the phone and meditate it some more. Now you heat it up. And then this person showed up. Whoa. That would just set you smooth.
Yeah, see that?
And you don't even know all these other people you've been talking to, fuel the fire, just took you on a trip. Right. Watch this. They hang up and go about their business. You the one messed up. Right. They don't even know they've been used to fuel the fire on you. But this whole time you could have took dominion.
Amen.
I said this whole time you could have stopped, dropped, and rolled.
Amen.
Y'all know what that is?
That's why right, okay?
I said y'all could have at any time stopped, dropped, and rolled,
Yeah.
and burnt, put the fire out.
Now.
You didn't get it, stop, drop, roll. Y'all got it?
Yeah.
Put out the fire, you're on fire, stop, drop. You get that tomorrow. That's all you got to do when that fiery thought comes to try you, to cause you to go on a trip, usher you and introduce you to a storm that you don't belong in. Stop, drop, and roll. And while you're rolling, pray a while. While you're rolling, worship a while. While you're rolling, sacrifice to the Lord and crucify your flesh. So when you get up, I have to worry about that no more. I'm going to put that fire out.
Amen.
The Lord said, come and see this town. The Lord said, behold, the people are one. Watch this. They all have one language. They talking like. They're saying what's possible. They're on the positive, not the negative. They're saying we can do this.
Yes.
Anybody as old as I am in here, you seen Golden Time? Remember that? And then they have that one guy. I knew we shouldn't have made it. It'll never happen. Everything was bad. Y'all remember that? I mean, no matter what you said to this dude, this cat had a negative outcome. You got folk like that hanging around the church. No matter what you say, yeah, but they could have did it better. And you know, if it was me, and, okay, why don't it become you one time? Just let it be you. Just please today let it be you. Just if it was you, could it be you, please? No, you don't. No, see, because they don't want me up there. They don't want me. They don't want me in charge. No, we want you in charge. We do. Please, 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 be in charge. Let's see how you do. Let's see how you roll. See how you play this out. What you gonna do when nobody show up on your shit?
My Lord. My Lord.
I see, that's what I'm talking about. They didn't want me in charge. No, deal with it, player.
Come on, Pastor, break it down.
Mind game. You playing mind game. You doing all that talking, you ain't gonna do nothing anyway. You just got more excuses to talk about somebody else. Mind game. They all got one language. I said, I'm taking you down on how this taking dominion. First of all, you got to learn how to get in unity. That's anywhere. That's on your job. That's in the church. That's driving. You can't be all over in two lanes. Get in unity, man. Which lane? That's why they arrest drunk drivers. They all over the road. They cause accidents all over the road. Stay in your lane. If you can't sing, don't apply for the praise team. They talking about, see, they just don't like me. You can't sing. I love you. But either you can type or not. I'm talking about, when I'm working. We need a letter type today. You said you can type. Now we got you in the type. But this whole time you've been getting somebody else to type for you. But today you're locked in the room by yourself and you're waiting on the letter. The truth is coming out. You can't type. There is no spell check on this computer. You can't spell. We all be, a whole bunch of us be in a mess. They take the spell check off. You have red lines everywhere. You gotta tell the people the truth. You can't spell. Mind games. You in there playing. Talking about you want to get paid for I want a promotion. You can't spell promotion. Spell it. I'll give it to you right now. Spell it. R-O-M-O-T-I. You get this like shit. That's right. I'm just trying to lighten the load. It gets pretty hot in here sometimes. I got about 12 minutes. Can y'all handle it? Mind games. But why do you go on a job demanding more money when you can't do what you're supposed to do? You don't even know everything you're supposed to do. Why do you come to church and despise anybody else is doing something when you won't even volunteer to do something yourself?
My God. My God.
Mind game.
Speak on it. Amen.
You talk about the pastor. What the pastor said you shouldn't. Can you be the pastor for about a month? Just 1 month. You mean 30 days off. Y'all remember the movie with Jim Carrey? He wanted to be God. He was cool at first. Poof! And after a while, stuff got heavy. All that stuff started coming in, and mind went to going, and he was like, "Okay, you know what? You can be God." See, mind games. See, people play all these little games. But see, what I'm trying to get you, if you're going to really take dominion, you're going to have to start with yourself and be true and real to you and examine yourself to see whether you really left the faith or not. Do you really still love Jesus? Quit playing now. And God and His church is the same. If you don't love His church, you don't love Him. So ain't no sense you trying to separate the two and put them on two sides of the coin now. They don't work that way.
Amen, Pastor.
The Bible said where your treasures are, there lies your heart. You don't get no money in church, your heart ain't in this church.
Amen.
Say what you want. I got the scripture to back me up. What you got to back you up? You don't get no offering, you don't love this church.
Amen.
That's what the Bible said. All you do is look at your checkbook, look at where you're spending your money. That's where your heart is.
Amen.
Okay, and shoes will never deliver you.
Bless the name of Jesus.
Dresses will never deliver you.
Hallelujah.
Rims will never deliver you.
Glory to God.
Yes, Lord.
Food will never deliver you. And watch this, and watch this. While I'm talking, I feel a dip in my spirit. Every man right now, like he got to go all over there. But no, wait a minute, we're talking about mind games. That's what's the problem. You don't know, you can't handle the truth. Mind game, you sitting there set tripping right now, looking at the time. Oh, you see, that's what I'm saying. How much longer? You wish you could see the clock. That's why I got to turn towards it. You don't know how many minutes I got left unless I tell you. And then now you at the point where I want to just walk out. You know what I mean? And plus, we got food at the end of this service.
Yeah.
I want to play. Especially after that.
Yeah.
At least need something.
Glory to God.
Mind game.
Tell the truth.
Woo.
They all have one language. Watch this. They all became in unity. Watch this. And this they begin to do. So in other words, they begin to come to themselves, get in unity, and watch what God is saying. What's going to happen next? And now, because they begin to do this, nothing, no thing will be restrained from them.
Thank you, Lord.
For me to start my journey on taking dominion, I got to come to myself and get back on one accord.
Yes.
Start talking like everybody else. Start getting involved like everybody else. Start talking the same language as everybody else. Start being on one accord like everybody else. And begin to do that. And God says, now stuff that was restrained from you by the enemy will be loosed.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
That promotion on your job, loose. Y'all hear what I'm saying? All of that stuff you've been trying to work out, loose. Why? Because I came to myself and begin to take dominion over myself and begin to start talking like everybody else and start being on one accord in God's house myself. And then God says, nothing now will stop you from having dominion like I said you ought to have. You'll be able to walk out of here now. The Bible said that now.
Yeah.
That means right now when you walk out of here and you make up your mind to get this together. Woo! Shout it with me.
Yeah.
Your whole world just been opened up. You got right back in the plan of God, and God says, now go out and subdue some stuff. Now go out and take dominion over that now. Woo! Then he said, nothing, watch this, will be restrained from them which they imagined to do. God says, now your imaginations begin to bring things to you. And now as I meditate on what God wants me to have, I'm really now someplace in my future. And I look a whole lot better than I look right now. I'm not dealing with what's happening now. I'm in the imagination now. And God said, whatever I imagine, you don't got that. Did you get that? You got that? That now God is saying to take dominion, get that thing straight. Now I want you to start imagining where you want to be.
Yeah, thank you, Lord.
I want you to now start using your imagination from something other than something crazy.
Yeah.
Can't stand no, use your imagination. Because it was just my imagination. Running. Just my imagination.
Yes, it was.
Running away.
Amen. That's right.
Give God praise up there.